Long story, but played high school and college sports, got in an automobile accident. Chiropractor changed my life. My twin's sitting here. We have a twin curse. If it happens to me, it happens to him. It's probably 6 months to the day he took my new car, totaled it, saw the effects that the chiropractor had on him. And then the last story was my mom's was a doctor. She had jaw pain and she couldn't shake it, so she had a series of 3 root canals. Couldn't shake the jaw pain, ends up going to the medical doctor and they tell her it's in her head, there's nothing wrong with her. Well, she's a psychologist, so you don't tell a head shrinker it's in their head. She ends up at a chiropractor's office, and within like 3 months, chiropractor orders an MRI, sits my mom down, tells her, well, the medical doctor was right, it is in your head, you have a brain tumor. The chiropractor found it, and at that junction, that sealed the deal. My brother says, what do you think about going to chiropractic school? And I said, yeah, sounds good. He goes, good, I filled out your application. We start in a couple months.
Cool. And is there something that we don't know about you?
No, I'm a pretty open book. You know, I told all of you guys that my brother has come and held the meeting. Here he is, proof. Cut his hair. You guys are all saying there's some differences between us, but I promise if I wasn't here and you were just looking at him and didn't have something to compare to, you would not know. So we shared a driver's license for about 3.5 years.
Dated the same girl?
We plenty of those stories, yes. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Daron.
Thank you. You guys gave me a list of questions about hunger, about plans and all of this. Guys, really quickly, as a chiropractor, I'm going to be a broken record. For those of you that are my patients, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. You know, you guys need to come in and tell me, hey, it's working or it's not working. Those of you that are not my patients, shame on you. You know, we are all running a business here. Whether I pick on Fred or Ian or anyone, we need to make sure our vehicle's working properly. Fred will be the first one to tell you if you're driving on bad tires and you have a blowout while you're pulling your trailer, you're putting your life and someone else's at stake. Ian's going to tell us that if our website's not working properly, it's costing us business. I'm here to tell us that we get one body, and it's up to us to take care of it. We all brush our teeth after every single meal. I can tell you that I am 40 years old, I've never had a cavity. Why is that? I have good hygiene habits. You get one body. You know, we're all worried about cost. Listen, guys, to come into my office, save a date night. You know how many patients I have that come in that is their date night? They are in to get their adjustments together. Why? Because they feel better and it keeps them healthy. I put a quick slideshow, so we're going to just blaze through this really quickly. Chiropractic, guys, make sure that there's no pressure on your nervous system. You shift a bone out of alignment, you pinch the nerve, it's not working properly. Go to your TV and unplug it, half plug it, half unplug it, it's not going to work right. Same thing happens to you and I. Bone out of alignment compresses the nerve, it's not going to work. Next slide. Blah, 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 started 1895. Basically, you know, they call us chiropractors quacks, and the trade, we're not being called that anymore. It's amazing how many medical doctors are referring to us. The difference between us, we don't like drugs. You know, and if you guys start reading the paper, you're going to see that the trend is to get away from drugs. I've been saying this for years. You know, how many times do we hear an aspirin a day will keep the doctor away? Or my favorite one, I'm on aspirin therapy because it thins my blood. How many of you have heard that? Okay, do you guys know that aspirin does not thin the blood at all? If I took a vial of blood, dropped an aspirin, centrifuged it, would it thin my blood out? Absolutely not. How many of you believe that it thinned your blood before I said that? All of you guys did. What is aspirin doing? What is aspirin? It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. It's causing the inflammation to reduce in the body. What does chiropractic do?
It reduces the inflammation.
Thank you very much. What kills us? Inflammation. Inflammation is what, when you read these articles about these new berries and these new juices and all this type stuff, what they're doing is they're going to some remote island where these people are living on these berries and juices, but what they're not telling you is that these guys aren't underneath engines and they're not doing this and this, creating inflammation in their body. As your chiropractor, when my brother and I deliver your adjustment, what are we doing? We're aligning the joint properly, preventing how much inflammation goes through. Blaze through them real quick, Steve. Let's just... Health is your body. I love this. I love this. Dr. Hall, I can't keep my appointment today. I'm sick. Listen, or my other favorite one, I don't want to come in and get you in your office sick. I have never missed a day of work, ever. Why? Because I get adjusted regularly and I have a good diet, okay? I live my life by this. This is my life's motto. A gives to B, gives to C. I don't care what that is. We figure it out. Let's take a lady. You start bringing in birth control, your body will no longer make A. A leads to B, leads to C. Now you want to get pregnant? You're no longer taking the birth control. Your body can't make the A anymore. Why is it taking years and years to get pregnant? Because you've altered the body with a drug. Next slide, Steve. Really quickly, this goes back, you're not a real doctor. I know, I say this every single day. Yes, I am a real doctor, but I hear at least 5 times a day, I don't like doctors. I know, that's why I'm your chiropractor. You stick with me, I can prevent you. You look at the bottom line, chiropractic students take $44.85. Medical students take $42.48. A little bit of a difference there, isn't there? The difference is when you go to a chiropractor school, I'm a master of one trade. I'm a master of manipulation. I don't go to 4 years of medical school and then say, I still don't know what I want to do. I got to take 4 more years of a residency. I've put all my eggs in one basket. I want to manipulate the spine, taking the pressure off the nervous system, keeping you healthy. Next one. Blah, blah, blah. What's an office visit? I love this one. You want to come in, hey, Dr. Hall, just crack my back. How do I know what to do? Do you know how many patients I have that have surgeries? I had a lady in the other day. I'm taking her complete history. She's begging me to adjust her. I haven't seen her in years. She leaves. I'm marking her x-rays that night. She has a surgical fusion. How you forget to tell me that, I don't know. But if I don't know that that's there, that's where injury comes. Keep coming. My office, I love it. Home away from home, keep going. Okay. Guys, next thing, if you don't maintain these curves, you don't function properly. Plain and simple. Keep going. You get in a car crash, it's going to straighten. Boom. I feel pretty good. I'm okay. My back's not. Look what happened to your car. Keep going. Don't worry, Steve. I play sports. Look at my neck. I get up and I play the next play, but I'm okay. Keep going, Steve. Look at. All of this is creating problems for you. Keep going, Steve. My job is to make sure that the dominoes are stacked properly. Look at it really quickly. See the space between these two? Let's call that normal. What happened? Is that normal? That is because lack of movement is occurring. Your body is literally rusting. That is rust. What do we call rust? Arthritis. But Dr. Hall, I'm 80 years old. I should have some arthritis. Okay, if that's true, how come it's not attacking there? Arthritis happens when a joint doesn't move properly. When a joint doesn't move properly, what happens? We get inflammation. We get inflammation, what happens? We pay taxes and then we die. Okay? Nice disc, okay? Nice tunnel. The nerve can come through that tunnel. We have no problems. I don't know what I did, Dr. Hall. I just bent over and I got numbness and tingling. Look at that tunnel and compare that tunnel to that tunnel. Yeah. I thought it would go away on its own. Guys, listen, I promise. It does not go away. The body just shifts to its new environment. Those of you who are not coming in, I beg you, come in, do one evaluation with me. If at the end of that one evaluation you think, you know what, I don't need this, don't come back. But at least I have an opportunity to say, look, this is normal. Hey, Heath, sorry to pick on you, but that's what you look like right there. And Heath's not a patient, but I'm just the example. That's not normal. At 40 years old, you can fix that pretty quickly. You wait till you're 50 or 60, it's not going to respond as fast. So. Yes, I use decompression. Yes, I take every form of health insurance there is. Really quickly, briefly, every single person in this room is required to have health insurance. People come in and they think that if they're going to pay cash, it's cheaper. Guys, I want to be honest. This year, I have not found one patient whose insurance is more expensive. It's cheaper to use your insurance. Come in. If you guys know of anyone with any type of problem, the car crash, those people come in free. F-R-E-E. Free. Please refer those people in to me. Insist that they come in. You do the evaluation. You don't need the care. At least it's kind of like an insurance policy. So thank you very much.